It's literally nicknamed a criminal. In Korea, they call it the rice thief.
So what is the secret? Well, today we're going to deconstruct Ganjang-Gejang.
Help you decide if you're ready to take the plunge.
All right, first up, let's get to know mustard that just dissolves in your mouth. And that vibrant orange roe? Oh, that's pure, creamy, buttery heaven. Truly is the foie gras of the sea.
And that brings us to the nickname. You take a piece of the body and you just squeeze that incredible, luscious meat and roe right onto a spoonful of steaming hot rice. Then, the main event. You scoop some of that rice into the top shell and mix it all together with that flavor-packed goodness. And for the perfect bite, you wrap that crab rice mix in a piece of toasted seaweed. The brine is basically a carefully conducted symphony. You've got your salty, umami base of soy sauce and water. Then you have the aromatics, onion, garlic, ginger, that add this incredible depth. And finally, a bit of natural sweetness from things like apple and lemon cuts through it all, preventing it from just being a one-note salt bomb. Once you pour that cooled brine over the crabs, you have to wait at least 48 hours for the magic to really start happening. Some pros will even reboil the brine on day 3 and pour it back over for one more day to get an even deeper flavor. This multi-day cure is absolutely essential, not just for the taste, but for safety too.
Which, of course, brings us to the biggest question of all. How can a completely raw dish be safe to eat? Well, the answer isn't magic, it's pure chemistry. This is where we get to see how Ganjang-Gejang is cooked without ever seeing a flame.
With normal cooking, you use heat to change the proteins and kill bacteria. Simple enough. But with chemical curing, it's a whole different game. You use a high-sodium solution to literally pull water out of the crab's cells. This not only preserves the meat, but creates an environment where nasty bacteria just can't survive. The scientific principle that makes this all work is called osmotic pressure. Think of it like this. The super salty soy brine acts like a powerful magnet for water. It pulls the moisture right out of the crab meat, and that process of dehydration is what preserves the crab and transforms its texture into that signature savory jelly. And remember those aromatics? Turns out they're not just there for flavor. They're actually the second line of defense. Ginger and garlic have natural antimicrobial properties. The alcohol acts as a sterilizing agent, and the acid from the fruit lowers the pH, making it even tougher for bacteria to grow. It's a brilliant, multi-layered preservation system built right into the recipe. After all this, is Ganjang-Gejang the right dish for you? Let's figure it out. You are probably going to love this dish if you're a big fan of those deep, umami-heavy flavors. Think sea urchin, raw oysters, that kind of thing. And if you enjoy really unique textures. But if you're someone who really doesn't like slippery or jelly-like foods, or you're strictly a well-done seafood person, you might want to think twice. And that's totally okay. It's an adventurous eat.
But hey, if you're on the fence, curious, but maybe a little nervous, I've got the perfect pro tip for you. Start with Ganjang-Gejang. It's the same exact fresh raw crab, but instead of soy sauce, it's coated in this amazing, spicy, sweet chili paste.
At the end of the day, Ganjang-Gejang is so much more than just a meal. It's an experience. It's a masterpiece of science and tradition that creates a flavor you will not find anywhere else. So the only question left is, are you ready to let this delicious thief take over your palate?